Now let's talk about shifting to the left and to the right. Let's look at the following. Graphing the parabola defined by f of x equals x minus h in parentheses squared. So notice this time that h is not tacked on past the x squared, it's part of that squared function. If h is positive, the graph of f of x equals x minus h quantity squared is the graph of y equals x squared shifted to the right h units. If h is negative, the graph of f of x equals x minus h quantity squared is the graph of y equal x squared shifted to the left, the absolute value of h units. Now you'll see this will follow naturally. The vertex is h comma 0 and the axis of symmetry is the vertical line x equals h. Keep these things in mind so you'll be able to recognize what type of movement. Notice here, this is not x squared and then plus 2. The plus 2 is not tacked on after the squared variable. Here, it's part of what is being squared. So this does represent a movement to the left or to the right. It might help you to think that if it's a movement upward or downward, you do exactly what the plus k says. If it's plus 1, you move up 1. If it's minus 2, you move down 2. Here, you do the opposite. Instead of plus 2 meaning 2 to the right, it actually means 2 to the left. So here, the movement is, instead of the vertex being at 0, 0, this causes a movement of 2 units to the left. So now my vertex is right here at negative 2, 0. It still opens upward and we're still sketching. So basically just sketch the general shape of this graph. And that's all I'll do. I'll sketch the general shape of this graph and try and make it look symmetric, I hope so. This is the vertex, but you'll know what the vertex is just by how you shifted the parabola. Now, by the way, you can also probably just see that as long as I sketched it so that you can notice, here is now the axis of symmetry. And what is the graph of that vertical line? Remember, every vertical line, its equation is of the form x equals c. And so in this case, this is x equals, what is the x value here? Negative 2. So those things follow naturally. They're shifting left and right. Combine these shiftings. Let's look at the following. Graphing the parabola defined by f of x equals x minus h quantity squared plus k. The parabola has the same shape as y equals x squared. The vertex is hk, and the axis of symmetry is the vertical line x equals h. Everything will just follow if you follow those shiftings. Remember what this causes or what happens to the vertex as you graph. This means a movement of 2 units to the right, 5 units up. So instead of the vertex being at 0, 0, it moves 2 units to the right, 5 units up, and here is the vertex. The vertex is at 2, 5. 2, 5. It just opens upward and has the same exact shape as that first parabola that I graphed, f of x equals x squared. So just sketch in. That's all we're doing right now is sketching graphs of parabolas. Here is the vertex. What is the axis of symmetry? It's the vertical line that goes right through the vertex And so what is the equation of this? It's x equals the x value of the vertex. This is the graph then, the sketch of f of x equal x minus 2 quantity squared plus 5.